after my German lesson.
Your guardian lays particular stress that you should improve yourself in every way. He laid particular stress on your German as he was leaving for town yesterday. Indeed, he always lays particular stress on your German as he is leaving for town.
Dear Uncle Jack is so very serious. Sometimes he's so serious I don't think he could be quite well.
Your guardian enjoys the best of health, and his gravity of demeanor is especially to be commended in one so comparatively young as he is. I know no one with a higher sense of duty and responsibility.
I suppose that is why he looks a little bored when we three are together.
Cecily, I am surprised at you. Mr. Worthing has many troubles in his life. Idle merriment and triviality would simply be out of place in his conversation. You must remember his constant anxiety about that unfortunate young man, his brother.
I wish Uncle Jack would allow the unfortunate young man, his brother, to come down here sometimes. We might have a good influence over him, Miss Prism. I am sure you certainly would. You know, German and geology and things of that kind influence a man very much.
I do not think that even I could produce an effect on a character that, according to his own brother's admission, is irretrievably weak and vacillating. Indeed, I would not desire to reclaim him at all. I am not in favor of this modern mania for turning good people into bad people at a moment's notice. As a man sows, so let him reap. You must put away your diary now, Cecily. I really do not see why you should keep a diary at all.
I keep a diary to enter the wonderful secrets of my life. If I didn't write them down, I should probably forget all about them.
Memory, my dear Cecily, is the diary that we all carry about with us.
Yes, but it usually chronicles the things that have never happened and couldn't possibly have happened. I believe that memory is responsible for nearly all of the 3-volume novels that Moody sent us.
Do not speak slightingly of the 3-volume novel, Cecily. I wrote one myself in earlier days.
Did you really, Miss Prism? How wonderfully clever you are. I hope it did not end unhappily. I don't like novels that end unhappily. They depress me very much.
The good ended happily, the bad unhappily. That is what fiction means.
I suppose so, but it seems very unfair. And was your novel ever published?
Alas, no. The manuscript unfortunately was abandoned. I use the word in the sense of lost or mislaid. But to your work, child, these speculations are profitless.
But I see Dr. Tossable coming up through the garden.
Dr. Chasuble, this is indeed a pleasure.
Guess you know me too. Hope you need my love, babe, just like I need you. Help me, love me.
And how are we this morning? Miss Prism, you are, I trust, well?
Miss Prism has just been complaining of a slight headache. I think it would do her much good to go on a nice stroll in the garden.
Cecily, I have not mentioned anything about a headache.
No, dear Miss Prism, I know that. But I thought instinctively well that you do have a headache. In fact, I was thinking about that during my German lesson when the rector came in.
I hope, Cecily, you were not inattentive.
Oh, I am afraid I am.
That is strange. Were I fortunate enough to be Miss Prism's pupil, I would hang upon her lips. I spoke metaphorically. My metaphor was drawn from the bees. Mr. Worthing, I suppose, has not returned from town yet?
We do not expect him till Monday after.
Ah, yes. He usually likes to spend his Sunday in London. He is not one whose sole aim is enjoyment, as by all accounts, that unfortunate young man his brother seems to be. But I must not disturb Egeria and her pupil any longer.
Egeria? My name is Letitia, Doctor.
A classical allusion, merely, drawn from the pagan authors. I shall see you both, no doubt, at evensong.
I think, dear Doctor, I will have a stroll with you. I seem to be having a headache after all.
With pleasure, Miss Prism, with pleasure. We might go as far as the schools and back.
Cecily, you will read your political economy in my absence. The chapter on the fall of the rupee, you may omit. It is somewhat too sensational. Even these metallic problems have their melodramatic sides.